Welcome to another episode, everyone. JHood is on the attack once again. He attacks me. Now he says that I threatened to unalive him. He says here in this video, and that I've been speaking on open murder cases. This is news to me. But I'll let JHood speak. This will be my last time speaking about this, JHood, or any of this stuff. I got a call from, well, actually, I got a text from my brother John yesterday. Shout out to him. He told me, man, I like about 90% of your content, but don't get caught up. He said he liked 90%. I already know which 10% he was talking about. Some of those videos I dropped yesterday and the day before on JHood and Jap and all of that. 4 extra Crip Mac. My big homie Duro, who was there when I got shot, told me not long ago, be careful. Don't be going back and forth, to protect myself, defend myself, but don't be going back and forth on the internet with anyone. And that's true, bro. So I'm going to be careful here. I'll let JHood say what he has to say because, I had said something else. I responded again. I doubled down the other day or whatever. I did 2 videos and I responded back. So he's responding here. But I'm not about to go crazy or anything. I let him say what he has to say. But this whole thing about an open murder case, and he says I'm never in the Hoovers and he'll be over there and this and that, but I'll let him talk. But these open murder cases he's talking about, and this talk about I threatened to kill him, this is news to me. This is why I really got to be careful on this internet. Now you putting this out there that I threatened to unalive. Jeez, threatened to unalive you? Okay, let's see.
Well, maybe not always happy, because I'm finna come after some people today. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm thinking about switching up my content because the energy you put off into the world is the energy you get back. And like I said, I'm done with the gang banging. I'm trying to get on to bigger and better things. It's just hard when that's what you've done your whole life, right? And then you never really paid attention until you're trying to get out of it. LA is one big 4-yard. LA is one big 4-yard. And I have to come to LA because my parole officer wants to see me often, right? But that's neither here nor there. I'm finna practice growth and positivity. Living it every day. I'm still fresh out. I'm still adjusting to the new world. Lately, I just been sitting in the house with my family, my sisters, my son, my loved ones. Now, this is my last time addressing certain ignorant individuals. And I'm just going to address everybody in this video. Check this out. If you gonna politic correctly, if you saying people on a 50-50 yard are not straight, and you would rather die than go to a 50-50 yard, and when you die, you gonna get carried off an active yard if you had life in prison, why is you sitting next to somebody who just paroled from a 50-50 yard? I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just asking you, what type of sense does that make? If there's no picking and choosing when it comes to this. And if you're gonna pick and choose, say we selective politicking because every time I pop out with this dude, we go up and it fills our pockets with money. Say that. But don't say like this dude is thorough. Because that's selective politicking. And then there's no reason you can justify and say, oh, this dude went to a 50-50 yard, so he's bad. But this dude, he is good. Oh, oh, this dude got jumped and removed, fought hard, whooped ass, stood strong, chin up, chest out. And when administration sent him there, he got off again and then decided, you know what, I'd rather go home than still be a part of some self-destructive activity. He not good, but this dude who went to Baby Snap Alley, who got beat up by 5 15-year-olds and was screaming and crying when he got jumped, DP'd, you feel me, is the general. When he was screaming and crying, he thorough. This the homie. But the Loke, chin up, chest out, that went the modules, enemy modules, stood tall, squabbled everything. He not straight but he was on the same yard as Short Bus Shorty. It don't make sense. Now, this is directly to Grandpa. This internet gangbang sensation who talk about a lot of stuff he don't know nothing about. Who just so internet out the game, he done mastered the internet with the clickbaits and he done sold his soul. Who say he didn't remember he was in the county jail with me, even though I done had multiple political conversations with him in the county jail when he had the module 48 and I had the homies on the 2000 floor. And the homie from Compton neighborhood got his rings took by some niggas from Hoover, and I had to come over there and de-escalate a situation that almost started a whole war in the county jail and get the rings back. And then when you came down from prison, when you landed in the module, you came and landed in the cell with a dude who had just stabbed one of your homies, and his name was disrespectful to your gang, and you wasn't tripping on him. You gave him the pack and then gave me the pack and said how solid I was. And you gave Shady Avalon the pack, and you gave Shady from A-Trade, Baby Shady from A-Trade, and you know what's going on with him, the pack. But now you get on the internet and make it seem like you just some super political god, right? Now, if your politicking is so thorough, why do you break every single rule on this internet? I done watched you get on the internet and talk about Southsiders unaliving other Southsiders, saying their name, talking about, oh, they think that I ratted. I'm finna go move in the cell with him. And you say, oh, I don't think you should go in that cell. Talk about murders that took place. All I heard was one loud boop and then it was over. That's what you said. Really, bodies that have been dropped. Southsider politics. You get on the internet and talk about.
That's true. I did a video about that. At first I was thinking, which video was he talking about? He must be talking about the one the story I gave about these individuals in the shoe program in the Corcoran shoe, and dude got killed in a cell. But I didn't get into their politics. I'm just reciting. I was right there. I'm just reciting prison stories. I'm just reciting what happened. You know, I didn't name any names. I mean, they know who did it. They came and cuffed them up and took them to. It's only 2 individuals in the cell. You know, I didn't nobody catch a case. Now I guess I'm a snitch now. Okay, I got you. Now I'm snitching. All right. So far, he said that. That I went to a cell with someone who had a disrespectful name to my hood, and I wasn't tripping. This is all news to me. All this stuff is coming out now. Oh, okay. I don't know. I guess he's talking about C-Star. I didn't know he had a disrespectful name. Maybe I wasn't tripping. I mean, I ain't tripping now.
Open cases that you don't know nothing about. You got on this internet and said, my homeboy, my roundflower, YC from A-Trey, was in jail for something that he was not in jail for. Then you put a false allegation on him. And the A-Trays called and made you take the video down because you did not know what you was talking about. You make it seem like you so connected to these streets.
Didn't nobody call and make me take down anything. I took the video down because I misspoke. Can't nobody make me take down any video that I put up. No one can make me do that, bro. Trust me. If I'm wrong about something, then I'll take the video down or I'll say I misspoke, which I did come out and say about that situation. I'm not going to get into the YC situation. I do know exactly what I'm talking about. I do know exactly what he was in jail for, what he is in jail for. And Hefe came back and had to clear it up, if anything, saying no, he didn't know that he was in jail for this particular thing. He caught a case with my former homeboy, did YC from A-Trey Gang. He caught a case with him, bro. He's in there for that case. Has life in prison for this. And I know exactly what was going on with him, with YC, because I was involved in a lot of situations that he was involved with there in the county jail. But I won't get I won't get into all of that right now. But I do know exactly what I'm talking about with that situation. I did misspeak about something which I cleared up. I'm not perfect, but I cleared it up. I did take the video down because that's what I wanted to do. Since I had misspoke, I felt like that was the best thing to do because it was misinformation that I put out there. So I felt like I should take the video down. No one had asked me to take the video down, had even asked me to take the video down, much less made me take the video down. But it's his story.
But you so far detached. You can say whatever you want to say about me, but you wouldn't say it to my face. You doing everything for the internet. You react to all type of content. You just jumped on the internet and made a video about Cuzzo, about Jab 5, when y'all from the same gang. Not just the same gang. You from 7-Eleven and he from 7-Eleven. And you got on the internet and reacted to some faux extra and Crip Mac content when they bashing him. It don't matter what narrative, this clickbait stuff is crazy. You leave room for niggas like Spiderloak who...
And just for the record, you guys seen my video that I did yesterday. That must be the one you're talking about, or the day before, what have you, on Jap 5. He said I reacted to some video with 4 Extra and Crip Mac bashing Jap 5. Yes, I reacted to that video, taking Jap 5's side about the fight. You know, 4 Extra in there saying that Jap is lying, that he did not dope fiend him, and etc. And if you go watch my video, I was saying throughout the video that Jap 5 is not clout chasing these individuals. Why they keep saying that he's clout chasing him? Jap 5 couldn't have been that nervous. He went in the dorm and squabbled 3 of those individuals. I said that the homies were upset about this in the county jail. Something almost came of it. All of this. So yes, I reacted to a video of them, but I didn't get in tune with them in bashing Jap 5. Just the opposite. I was taking his side. If anything, I personally know him, for one. For two, the 50-50 question that came up, That's what he was talking about earlier when he was saying that 4 Extra was sitting next to, he didn't say 4 Extra name. Very respectful when he was talking to 4 Extra, but he, for some reason, he felt like he can say whatever to me, but that's fine. He was saying that 4 Extra was sitting next to Crip Mac, and, you know, Crip Mac was a PC or 50-50 or whatever, so he's selective politicking. But, you know, it was during that time when 4X was talking about, 4X was talking about Jap 5. He wasn't even talking about JHood. He was talking about Jap 5 when he was saying, you paroled from a 50-50 yard, you had to carry my body out. I'm dying on the main line, you know, what have you, the stuff that he said. So then I covered that a little bit in real time as he was mentioning that, 4 Extra. But the whole video, the reaction was about what he was saying about the fight with Jap 5 and trying to clear up with whatever discrepancies there may be with that, because they have different stories about what transpired with that fight. I was there, not in the dorm, but I was in Wayside when that fight transpired. So, you know, it's misleading to say that I reacted to a video with 4 Extra and Crip Mac bashing Jap 5 as if I bashed him as well. When you go look at the video, it's just the opposite. I was telling 4 Extra to calm down. Why is he so riled up about Jap 5? People were saying in the comments that I was biased and taking my little homie side. So, yes, I reacted to a video. He said, you know, you react to all kind of videos and content. Don't worry about when I'm on it. Let me do my thing. Let me run my content. Y'all find some content. Let me run my. Don't be mad because I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna find some content, whether it's mine or not. I get it and make it mine. I put a whole new twist on it, a whole new thing on it, and make it make sense. Some of this content that's out here. That's all. When I'm done with it, it becomes my video, basically. I added something to it, for sure. So it don't matter if I'm reacting to videos or how many videos I'm reacting to. This is, I mean, you know, but as I said, I'm being sure not to, you know, trip or whatever with JHood. He has a right to be upset, bro. As I said before, I've been saying all kind of stuff, but, you know, at the same time, it's just like, you know, once you get to a certain level, once you go 50-50 or PC, then it's like you want to throw everybody under the bus, you know. Now I'm talking about open murders. Can't prove that. You know what I mean? That I got anybody in trouble with any of my content, any open murders, you know. Just insinuating that I'm a snitch, right? That because since this is what he accused of, now he's implying that I'm a snitch, you know. I went to the cell with a dude that was a Hoover killer, and he had just stabbed the Hoover. I didn't know this. Now he had just if I just came from the penitentiary, how am I supposed to know this? I'm just the first I'm hearing that an individual that I went to the cell with had just stabbed a Hoover. You know what I'm saying? So when I went to the cell, the dude told me, yeah, by the way, I just stabbed the Hoover. You know, that's not how that went. I mean, what are you talking about? I didn't know nothing about that. I'm hearing this right now. So I wasn't taking care of business in the county jail. I'd be in a cell with somebody that just stabbed the Hoover, and that would just be that. That's what you think about me. That's what you heard about me. That's what you know about me. Okay.
Live with their grandmama in Compton, like the whole world. Like you have energy for niggas like that to make posts and say Cuzzo is no good. When in reality, if you just call in, you would know what's going on, bro. Now me, I don't gangbang, bro. I'm a gang member, and you would never see nobody from Stevenson Village get on this internet and say nothing bad about me. You would never see nobody who really know me get on this internet and say nothing bad about me, because there's nothing for you to really say. You hear me? Nobody who knows me, nobody who really knows the situation. I'm not no scary dude, bro. I'm not no buster. I'm not none of that, gang. I'm a man first. I'm a man, fool. And I told you multiple times, you can get at me. You so internet, you try to ban me from some place, I'll be more than you. How you ban me from a place that you don't be at? And then you damn near 60 years old. You're a grandpa, fool. Talking about what you gonna do to me if you see me over there, a place that you never gonna see me because you're never over there. I'm finna go over there today for Easter, hang out with the homies. And say you're gonna try to unalive me. When anybody who really in these streets let you know, fool.
For the record, YouTube. For the record, police. For the record, JHood, your family, your supporters, my family, my supporters. I've never said that I was going to unalive this man. Go back to my video. I don't even have to go back and rewatch it. I'm not sure where he gets that from. But I never said, when I see you in my hood, I'm going to unalive you. That's what he just said that I said, that when I see him over there in the Hoovers, I'm going to unalive him. Which I never will. He said, I'm never over there. He's over there more than me. He said that he's on his way over there today for Easter to hang out with the homies. Man, have fun, man. Tell him I said what's up. You know, but I'm certainly not going to unalive you. I don't know where you got that from. I don't know where this is nasty. This is wild work. I said I was going to unalive you. What? Why would you say that? When did I say that, bro? When did I say I was going to unalive? Whoa. Okay.
They'll let you know who I am and what time it is with me. If you really gonna try to hurt somebody, you're not gonna get on the internet and say you're gonna do it. We could go on live or you can call me, bro. And we can talk and then I can fill you in on everything that's going on. I wasn't coming for you in a disrespectful manner for the simple fact you from Hoover and I be over there and I got a lot of love for the Hoovers, bro. I got a lot of love for a lot of niggas. That's why a lot of topics I don't touch. Right? And I don't call it selective politicking because I don't politic, bro. I just talk. I'm not a political force no more. I don't want to be that. I want to be a father. You don't get nowhere. Come on, bro. Like, oh. So, that's just a message for you. And all these other internet gang-banged
Okay, so there you have it. I guess I'll play the rest. I had stopped it there myself. I don't know what else he had to say, but like he finna go into something else. You know, I guess we'll check it out and see. I was about to just stop it right there, but I'll play it because I don't know what else he has to say. Maybe you all want to see what else he has to say. But what he said so far, I mean, about me anyway, I mean, there you have it. He's in the Hoovers more than me. He'll never see me over there. I can't ban him from anywhere. Never said that I was going to ban him. Never tried to ban him. You know, those guys let you over there and you can chill over there. Go right ahead, man. Have fun. And you know, I spoke about open murders on the South Siders because I told a story about what happened when I was in the shoe program with a dude 2 doors down from me, or what have you. And I was in a cell with a dude that has a disrespectful name and that just stabbed a Hoover. And what did I do? I tried to sweeten the pot. I gave him my sack. I ain't want no problems. All right. So that's where we're at. That's what JHood had to say. As I said, you know, I just wanted to play what he had to say. I don't have a lot to say about it. I'm not about to go back and forth with this individual. on the internet. You know, I'm not going to do it. You feel me? I'm just not going to do it. So, you know, I'm going to run my content, whatever that is, but I'm not about to go back and forth with no individual on the internet. Certainly not an individual that was on a 50-50 yard. That just left a PC yard. I'm not even going to stoop to that level. You're not even on my level. I can't even go back and forth with an individual like that. I can't do it. I'm cool. So I said what I had to say about him, you know, and he responding, bro. He's defending himself, taking some of the heat off of himself and trying to put some of it on me, I guess, you know, whatever. I get it, man. It's all good. I'm not even taking this personal, you know. If you over there, like I said, you chilling, if you can go over there, I certainly can, I would say. You know, so if I'm not over there, it's not because I'm being forced out or I've been forced out. I'm just not about that life no more. You know what I'm saying? Like you say you're not, but you on your way over there today. You know, I'm not. Do your thing. Tell the homies I said what's happening.
You internet gangbang dudes, go figure something out. This shit is over with. I understand the dudes that's in jail that's bored, but if you on a major platform breaking every oath that we took, I'ma break the oath. I don't care about it. I took an oath. I took an oath when I was what? How old was I? Like 13, 14. Didn't know what was going on. Didn't know what I was getting myself into. And I regret it. I don't want to be like Pooh Shiesty. I don't want to be like Little Durk. I don't want to be like all our favorite rappers who had it all and now they get 3 hots in a cot. Nigga, I'd rather be the trash man. I don't understand how dudes like Spider Joke and DP, I ain't even gonna say your name. You know who I'm talking to. I know you an internet nigga, you watch every video. How you not out here with a positive message? How you not out here saying like, you know what? You like niggas like you say think stupid stuff like your reputation, you lose it all in one day. Everything you did doesn't even matter anymore. How can you say that? How can you say that when it comes to, that's a dumb ass rule that some 16-year-old niggas made in the 70s that you niggas still abide by. Y'all listening to some 16-year-olds who they all failures. They all on the shelf. They all regret the life they was living. How y'all listening to some rules that everybody who abided by them rules regret it? It's just misery loves company. Niggas like, well shit, I made the mistake, so I gotta let these little niggas bump their head. Y'all worse than a slave master. Y'all influence the young, the next generation to make the same mistakes you made. Instead of trying to guide them away from the mistakes, y'all try to make rules so these people can throw their life away. And then you call it, shit, I done heard so many niggas say, well, shit, we ain't got to put in work no more. This is time for the young niggas to do that. Damn, that's cold.
Well, I don't know, man. I guess, you know, he probably hasn't been watching my channel that much because my message is always positive to my people and to the brothers and to whomever here on the channel. Yes, I talk about a lot of violence because unfortunately, that's what I've been through. That's what my life has been behind those walls and even on the street, trying to break away from all of that nonsense now. And I certainly, you all know, I don't have to tell you, you watch my content. I certainly encourage you all to stay away from this life and stay away. Yes, I say all the time that it takes 20 seconds It takes 20 years to build a reputation, and it takes 20 seconds to lose a reputation. Yeah. But I also say that if you go to a 50-50 yard, then do what you have to do, bro. Live your life. Just don't be a part of the game anymore. But do what you got to do to come home. I've said that. So I'm constantly encouraging my people to stay away from prison, as we know, and to stay out of gangs. That's my whole message. So I'm not an internet dude. You know what I mean? I'm not an internet politicker. I am an internet dude. I'm a YouTuber. I'm for sure a YouTuber, bro. All these videos I'm dropping, I'm a certified YouTuber. 10 trillion%, baby. And I'm trying to grow this weak-ass channel. I can't do it with this kind of content, that's for sure. I've been thinking about that for some time now. But when I do try to come with something else, these people don't really want to hear it. They don't get no views when I talk about Black history and all that. They don't really want to hear this stuff. They say they do. It's not with all the gang content. As soon as I come with something else educational, it flops. As soon as I start talking about Crip Mac again, here we go. So, I mean, you know, say one thing, but you do another. What am I supposed to do? Yes, of course I'm gonna see this video. I came across it. I saw the title. JHood calls out all internet gang members. I mean, talking about somebody clickbaiting and all that. My titles don't be clickbait. I just be keeping it real. Like, dude, two gangsters from YouTube said yesterday, the video I reacted to, the Crips and the Bloods pull up the no jumper to confront Munchie B. That's not what happened once I played the video. So everybody else still put that in their title. I did not. I didn't put that in there. I know it got more views if I'd have put that in there, but it was a lie. Come to find out, they did not pull up the no jumper looking for Munchie B. So I didn't put that in my title, bro. And it cost me. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna keep it real. So I don't never have clickbait titles. Everything I say in it, that's just what it is, what the video is about to be about. I never put extras on it, bro. He say I'm just all internet now. I'm just an internet dude. I'm an internet gangster. I'm internet politicking. I'm a YouTube politicker.
You telling me you don't got to do it no more, so it's time to let the young generation throw their life away? The young generation to go take another black man's life. I'm gonna do a couple of more little videos, little comedy videos. I'm gonna do videos about the craziest individuals in the craziest situations I done seen and been in that county jail, and not to glorify it, just to show the youth how crazy some people are and how that county jail can get. Right? And then I'm gonna switch my whole content up.
Well, I mean, that's the content that I do. And so you can't be saying you're gonna do the same content I do and then getting on me for doing this kind of content that I'm glorifying something or I'm not helping the youth. But anyway, I'm not about to try to explain that. I know what's going on here. You know, if you just use your brain, you can see what this whole video is about. You all know what's going on here. It's all good, JHood. It's all good, bro. I ain't got no problem with you, actually, personally. It's all good, brother.
Because if you keep putting that energy out there, ain't nothing positive gonna happen from it. And I know kids, my son, watch these videos. I'm gonna let these clowns continue to be the clowns. So hey, I ain't scared of nobody. Violence is primitive. I don't want to be back inside the cage. I'm with everything that anybody else is with. I done proved I done it 10 times. I done it 10, 15 times. Easy call. Done did it plenty of times. Any violent act you can think of, I've done it. And I didn't get no celebration, no parade, no, I didn't get a fucking cupcake. All I got was some fake handshakes, some homies that was scared of me, some homies who glorified it. And when you went to jail, when you go to jail for it, niggas ain't gonna put no money on your books, niggas ain't gonna help you with your lawyer. And it's not their place to. It's not, because you made that decision. What they eat don't make me shit. They gotta take care of their families. And once you realize that don't nobody owe you nothing, and you decided to make these decisions, you decided to follow these rules, it's on you. I remember when the black community used to be leaders. Now we a bunch of followers. We following behind the Mahinde, the Mexicans, bro. That is crazy. They was like, what's up with niggas? What happened? I remember when we was the trendsetters. Like, come on, cuz. Now, it don't matter what you did. Now look, this is how messed up these old niggas politics is, right? I'ma say 90% of the yards in prison right now are what you call 50-50, right? And you know what that's, so that means 90% of the people that's in jail are deemed no good. That is because these miserable ass people on the 180 are just mad with power, and they think people are expendable. And more people, 90% of the people in prison is saying, you know what, fuck what y'all talking about. Now I understand why the Mexican mafia trips on it, because it's all about money. They making hundreds of thousands on them yards. So every yard that they lose, they just lost a couple 100,000. So I understand why they get upset. But you black people who trying to fall in line with what they got going on, who ain't never bought your daughter no Pampers, who got a picture of your daughter at prom, a prom you didn't pay for. You didn't pay for the dress, you didn't pay for the limo, but you got the audacity to try to convince somebody else's kid to crash out. Nigga, you niggas is fools. They need to get rid of all this weird ass shit.
Okay, there it is right there. It's about to go off. He's just about to end it abruptly, I suppose. All right, there you have it, man. I could get into that whole thing. I already just did a video earlier about the 50-50 yards, but I could react to some of the things he just said about these politics, where they come from, and following certain people and all of this stuff in order to justify you ended up being over there on a 50-50 yard. But I'm not even gonna get into all of that, bro. It's all good. This is it. You feel me? Already knew this sort of stuff was coming. I may find myself in this position with some of the content that I do. People gonna respond, have a reaction. My people already warned me about this some time ago, and just to keep my cool. Don't let them trick me out my spot, and just to understand, let my nuts hang on these dudes. These dudes, they were faulty in there, and I never was. So I can't even, like I said, go to a level, or I can even go back and forth with it. I can't do that. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Let me know what you think in the comments. No disrespect to JHood, bro. Shout out to JHood. He said what he had to say. I don't have a big reaction to it other than whatever I've said already. And I'm going to leave it alone as far as that's concerned. He's right. The energy you put out there is indeed the energy that you get back in this world, period. Some of the content I run is a bit dark. That's how my life has been, though. I'm just reciting a lot of the things that I've seen in my life, but some of it is dark, and it's dark for me. it's dark recalling some of these stories. And I get myself in a certain emotional state, or when I'm done telling the story, I'm in a certain emotional state or mood. Like, dang, for me too. It's not easy getting up here talking about all of this violence or what have you all of the time. Someone getting stabbed, particularly since I'm someone that doesn't like violence. I really don't. I don't like bloodshed. But it's all good, bro. I'm not out here trying to politic what happened in prison or be a politicker on the street about what was going on in prison. I'm not in prison anymore. I'm not in prison. I don't have a prison mentality either. I've taken some things with me from prison that helped me comport myself in a certain way out here on the street. I've carried certain rules with me, yes, but prison doesn't dictate or run my life anymore. I'm on the street now trying to be successful out here. Wish my brothers well in there. Anything that I can do to help them, I will. And I do help people out that are in there regularly. But I'm not in there anymore. I fought hard to get out of there. I fought hard. They were trying to give me life, bro. I fought hard to get out of there. I fought hard, man. Non-stop. I was fighting for years to get out of there. So, yeah, no, I'm not in there anymore. I don't want to be in there. I don't want anyone else in there. But so it's not for me, as I've said before, to be out here. No, man, you was PC, you this and that, and that's it, man. You're no good in LA anymore. I don't speak for LA, bro. I don't run LA. Man, what the man said, he kicking it everywhere. He finna go kick it in the Hoovers today. You feel me? Shout out to the Hoovers. Go kick it over there, bro. Do your stuff. If everybody in LA say you good, and you can hang out in everybody's hood, then hey, man, who am I to say anything different? Like he said, I'm not even over there. So I can't say nothing. I'm not over there. I can go. I can go today. Right now. But, hey, it is what it is. It's all good. I can't be upset because I really put myself in this position, some of this stuff, because I'm making content on this, man, and that's just the way it is. People want to respond and defend themselves, even if they're wrong, even if I'm not wrong. But especially if I am wrong or a little wrong or whatever, then, people are going to want to speak up for themselves. I understand that. I have to understand that. I would want to speak up and defend myself as well. Someone is constantly making content on me about whatever it may be. So I get it, and I can't take anything personal, but I've been making content on him. I haven't attacked him personally or disrespected him personally. In fact, I've said multiple times that I heard he was in there squabbling and this. I'm sorry, I don't recall exactly who he is. Not saying that, it's not like I'm hiding that for a reason. He ain't got no dirt on me. Even though other than me snitching and solving open murders on YouTube, and I was apparently in a cell with someone who was a Hoover killer, and I didn't do nothing. And and news to me, I threatened to unalive him, he said. Whoa, bro, let me clear that up again. I did not threaten to unalive you. I would never do that. Certainly never do that on the internet. I have no reason to unalive you, for one, at all, to want to do that or any of that. I said for you to stay free. When you first came home, since you've been home, told you to stay home, and be with your family. To get out of the street and get out of the game. That you may do something good for the community. I've said all of this, bro. So I think you sort of have me misread, but it's not for me to try to clear up. If that's your take on me and who I am, then that's fine, man. I know who I am, and everyone else does too. So I'll live with that. As far as him saying whatever he had to say here, I understand what's going on there, bro, and I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm not even gonna be upset about it, as I said. And I won't be running any more content on JHood unless it's worthy, unless something comes up that's worth reporting on. As he said, I'm an internet dude. I'm a content creator. I'm a political internet dude. So I'm gonna get on the internet and run my content. Uh, he said I'm reacting to all kinds of videos. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, why are you concerned about that? Like, why even bring that up? If it's not, I'm not hurting anyone. I'm just running my content. This is my channel. This is how I'm doing it. I don't say anything about the content that he's running. As I said, I haven't attacked him personally. The only thing I've done is speak on a 50-50 yard. People ask me about this stuff. And I speak about it. You feel me? Don't take it personal. You know what I mean? Don't. If you were over there, I didn't put you over there, bro. I didn't. Don't. I'm just running my content. People ask me about this because I haven't been out of prison for that long. And I just give them the information that I have. I'm not attacking anyone personally, and I'm not favoring anyone who did whatever that they did. I didn't make you do it. It's not my fault. I'm not favoring you. I'm not covering it up for anyone. If I did something foul or I do something, expose me. You feel me? That's what you should do. I'm going to buy out of the game, though. I'm going to say I'm done. I'm cooked. I got exposed. I'm a fraud, a charlatan, a fake, a phony, a baloney. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to act like I'm still this when I've been exposed for being that. I just got to accept it. I've been exposed, and that's it. That's me, though, bro. As I said, everyone else, live your life and do what you do, man. JHood, do what you do. I never said I was going to kill you, bro. I just want to make that clear again. I'm not a killer. I'm not even violent. I'm a soft teddy bear. My parole officer called me a teddy bear one time, Miss Tyson. Come here, teddy bear. I said, yeah, girl, I'm a teddy bear, bro. I'm not a killer. So I never said that. I don't know where that came from. Never said I was going to unalive you. Just want to make that clear. I'm not a killer. I've never killed anyone. I don't even fight, stab, none of that. I've never done none of that. So I don't know where that came from. I've never said that, bro. I promise you I never said that. I was going to kill you. Come catch you in the Hoovers, I'm going to kill you. Never said that. No way. The way things are these days, I don't trust nobody to have my back anyway. Or I trust some people, but not because they from Hoover. Hell no. Hell, most of the people I trust ain't got nothing to do with Hoover. They ain't from Hoover. They love me and ain't got nothing to do with no gang banging. The individuals who I know, in that time, who I need to go get, ain't because they from a gang. Ain't got nothing to do with none of that stuff, bro. But we're not about that life. I'm not about that life. Never. I don't know where you got that from. I've never said anything about unaliving. I just said it would be foolish talking about coming to my own hood, doing something to me. That's anybody, though. That's anybody's hood. I wouldn't advise you to go to anybody's hood talking about doing something to them in that hood. Even if you're over there more than they are, they're still from that hood, right? Even if you're over there more than they are. But, hey, you believe whatever you want to believe, man. You're over there more than me. And so, you finna go over there today so you can just do whatever you want to do and say whatever you want to say to me over here on this internet and go over there and it's just all good. If that's the case, they not my homeboys. That's for damn sure. Tell them I said that. Shit. Tell them I said that while you're over there. You feel me? But let me stop now because it's obviously, as y'all can probably see, so much I want to say. And it's not internet. It's not internet talk. He said I won't say this to his face. But I'm just going to, let me just stop. I'm going to leave all that right there. Leave all that right there. I have nothing to prove to anyone. I'm going to leave all that right there. I'm not a killer. I've never done anything. I'm not going to. You're right, bro. I won't say it to your face. I won't come to my hood. Oh, you can have that, bro. You got that. I'm going to leave that right there. That's JHood. Go check him out. Want to see the rest of the video if I didn't play all of it. Stevenson Village, former Stevenson Village, even though he said cuz right here, whatever. So he's a former gang member, gang banger, Muslim now, trying to take care of his family. I get it. Welcome home, as I said before, brother. And stay safe out here on the street, as I say to everyone. And Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Stay safe and stay free. People.